Delaware's transit service, moving forward.
Live proudly, boldly, and with peace of mind by advocating for your health with an early cancer screening. The LGBTQIA+ community is at higher risk of cancer, but screenings can detect cancer early when it's most treatable, giving you the power to live exactly as you are. Talk to your healthcare provider today. If you don't have insurance, talk to a nurse navigator to see if you qualify for free screenings.
New today, a grocery store employee in Delaware was shot while the unknown shooter remains at large. Plus, electric bills are about to get even higher for many Delawareans, and public advocates are fighting back. And it's official, restaurants in the first state are in for a big adjustment, why critics of a newly signed bill are worried. Those stories and much more straight ahead tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for being with us tonight. Topping the news today, an update to a story we brought you last week. Wilmington police have made an arrest for a shooting that happened after a road rage incident. 21-year-old Rondell Jones was taken into custody and charged with first-degree assault, reckless endangering, and other counts. Police say a 47-year-old woman was shot on August 15th in a 2900 block of Lancaster Avenue. She was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police believe the shooting happened after a road rage incident involving off-road vehicles. The 21-year-old, who is known by police to often illegally operate off-highway vehicles in a reckless manner within Wilmington, faces multiple charges. He's being held in prison on $142,000 cash bail. He was committed to the Howard R. Young Correctional Institution. Lewis police are looking for a suspect they believe fired 9 gunshots at the Jefferson Apartments early Monday morning. Police released surveillance video shown here showing a dark-clothed subject firing shots and then fleeing, but did not provide any other potential suspect information. Police say they found a white Ford Crown Victoria that had been riddled with bullet holes in the windshield and hood. Police believe that no one was injured, luckily, but they have yet to locate any witnesses. The shots were fired at the apartments on 825 Kings Highway around 2:30 in the morning Monday. Anyone with information about this is asked to contact Lewis Police Department at the number on your screen. And Camden police say a Redner's Market employee was shot by an unknown male who entered the store Tuesday shortly before 6 p.m. The suspect reportedly left the store after the shooting and remains at large. Authorities say the victim was conscious, breathing, and alert when transported to Bay Health Hospital. Police say the suspect was reportedly wearing a black hooded sweatshirt with black pants or jeans. Redner's corporate office is working to provide surveillance video from inside and outside the store. And staying in Sussex County, Dover police say they've arrested one of the suspects in a road rage incident turned robbery. 34-year-old Sinead Doman of Dover is facing several charges, including robbery, conspiracy, and weapons counts. Police say the woman and 2 accomplices followed a driver they believed cut them off in a Wawa parking lot on Forest Avenue. They reportedly shattered one of the car's windows and then forced the driver to withdraw cash from the ATM inside the Wawa. Doman was sent to Baylor Women's Prison on $112,000 cash bail. Police are still looking for the other 2 suspects. Now to a developing story in the Wilmington-Ellesmere area. A social media post claiming police brutality by Delaware state troopers has gone viral. The post was published yesterday, Tuesday, August 22nd. The post, seen here on your screen, states that on Monday night, a 15-year-old male and 3 friends were playing a prank in which they ring someone's doorbell and then the pranksters run away before the homeowners open the door. According to the post, one of the houses the teens played the prank on happened to be owned by a Delaware state trooper. This is unconfirmed by officials. He was apparently not home at the time, but was made aware by other family members in the home. The poster on social media says that the boys allegedly knocked on the door and ran off. As they were walking home, they state that 2 state troopers stopped them and reportedly arrested one of the boys and physically injured another. The boy's family member who made the post states that he suffered a concussion and needs surgery to repair severe eye damage. There are unverified reports circulating around social media that this was an attempted break-in by juveniles and not a prank. Again, we need to stress that this part is unconfirmed. Late this afternoon, Delaware State Police posted on their social media pages, and in part that statement reads, Delaware State Police is aware of a social media post which alleges that a teenager was arrested and injured while being detained by a trooper during an investigation. The state trooper who is accused of the assault has been suspended while the investigation is pending. Additionally, we are also investigating whether or not there were any failure to intervene by other DSP personnel who were present at the time of the incident. And a couple is facing charges after a cockfight was broken up on their farm in Felton. A Delaware animal welfare officer responded to the farm in the 3000 block of Sandtown Road. When he arrived, he witnessed a cockfight in progress. A bunch of spectators then scattered. 51-year-old Billy Keene and 43-year-old Andrea Keene were arraigned on Friday, each facing felony charges. Now, cockfighting, which typically involves tying metal knives or gaffs onto the legs of aggressive chickens and forcing them to fight in a ring, often to their death, is illegal nationwide. Participating in gambling on or watching a cockfight are considered felonies under Delaware law. Anyone with information concerning this case is asked to contact Delaware Animal Services at the number on your screen. All tips may remain confidential. And a potential tourism and business boost is on the horizon for Kent County with the introduction of the new Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. Nestled just a stone's throw away from the DETV Sports Complex, the new hotel fills a long-standing void in local offerings. DETV has consistently attracted people from various regions for sport tournaments, yet the absence of convenient places for visitors to sleep has hindered its full potential. The mayor of Frederica said that he envisions a series of exciting projects on the horizon, such as the addition of restaurants in the area. The new Spring Hill Suites, occupying a portion of the sprawling 22-acre property in Frederica, marks just the initial phase, and according to the mayor, the entirety of the space is earmarked for gradual development in the coming years. Need to visit an emergency room here in Delaware? Well, get cozy. Delaware has one of the longest emergency room waiting times in the entire country. Delaware is the state with the second longest emergency room waiting time in the nation. That's according to a new study just put out this week. The study defines the average waiting time as the time it takes for a patient to be called for treatment after arriving at the emergency room. Delaware's ER waiting time is 215 minutes. That translates to 3 hours and 35 minutes, and it puts it 70 minutes past the national average. Maryland has the highest ER wait time of 239 minutes. And Delaware businesses will soon be restricted from offering polystyrene takeout containers to their customers. Polystyrene, often known by the commercial brand of Styrofoam, is a popular type for both food and drink containers, but advocates point to the fact that they can take up to 500 years to disintegrate in landfills as a reason for their use to be severely restricted. Maryland became the first state to issue the foam container ban back in 2020, and since then at least 7 other states have followed suit. Delaware's ban starts on July 1st, 2025, and requires restaurants to stop automatically providing a plastic straw, although they may be provided when requested, and can also be used if they are pre-packaged on an item such as a juice box. Alternatives for straws include paper, bamboo, and even pasta. In addition, Delaware's ban includes plastic beverage stirrers, cocktail picks, and sandwich picks. Critics to the ban point out that alternatives to Styrofoam often come at higher prices and at a time when many restaurants are struggling with tight profit margins. And unfortunate news, it's time to dig even deeper into the wallet again. Delmarva Power is proposing a rate increase on electric customers that will boost its revenue by $55.5 million. By September, the average customer's electricity bill will be more than $7 higher than it was at the start of the summer. Customers are already starting to feel the impact. A rate increase went into effect just on July 15th on an interim basis. Now, starting September 1st, a smaller permanent bump will take effect. When Delmarva proposed the rate increase back in December, the Delaware public advocate Drew Slander called it one of the largest requests they've ever seen, driven by recent high inflation, increased repair costs caused by weather events in 2020, and planned investments in system reliability. Now, representatives of the Public Service Commission said Delmarva's ask is simply too high. They argue that the company's inflation adjustment would remove incentive for them to control cost. The last electric rate increase the commission approved was $16.7 million back in 2021. Delmarva Power has requested a rate increase in 4 of the 7 years since being acquired by Exelon Corporation. And Newcastle County officials gathered this week to highlight the progress of the Vacant Spaces to Livable Places initiative. Launched in 2017, the program has transformed over 700 vacant properties into affordable housing. Vacant property numbers have dropped by 53%, benefiting the entire county. The program has collected more than $3.4 million in back taxes, fines, and fees. More than 1.7 of that will be returned to Newcastle County school districts. Vacant properties can contribute to crime and decay, making effective management crucial. The announcement was made at a future transitional home managed by Duffy's Hope for young women leaving foster care. The program has received national attention and awards nearly 2 years since Hurricane Ida created historic flooding down the Brandywine Valley into Wilmington. The Brandywine Conservancy has announced plans to conduct a flood study. The study is being done to better understand where and why flooding occurs and identify ways to protect Brandywine Creek communities from future severe flooding events. You may recall the 15-acre Brandywine Conservancy and Museum of Art campus sustained $10 million in damages due to the flooding. The effort is comprehensive, including determining all the streams and tributaries that contribute to major flood events on the Brandywine and evaluating the designated area's storm event and climate data, population, land use, water quality, historical, and present-day flooding data. The study is expected to be completed in the summer of 2024. And good news for the city of Wilmington residents, 4 of the city's 5 swimming pools will remain open for an additional 2 weeks this summer, until Sunday, September 3rd. The pools staying open until September 3rd are the following: Eden Park Pool on Newcastle Avenue, William Hicks Anderson Center at 5th and Madison Streets, Foster Brown Pool at 7th and Lombard Streets, and the Joseph R. Biden Aquatic Center, formerly Price's Run Pool, that's at 26th Street and Speakman Place. Wilmington's spray parks will remain open until Labor Day. The spray parks are open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can visit wilmingtonde.gov/citypools for a complete pool schedule. Important to stay cool in this heat. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's edition of DETV News. Be sure to like and follow us across your favorite social media platforms. And to find out what's happening across our state anytime, head to detvch.com. With tonight's news, I'm Matt Ford. Lauren Wilson will be here tomorrow.